Hello, guys. I'm Kamal, your English teacher. Today, I'm not gonna write on the whiteboard, but I'm just speaking in front of you about how to make your English language much better and how can you have English fluency. Okay, let's start the video with some of the points which will help you have the English fluency in your conversation. Okay, so if you watch this video until the end, it will be very clear for you um, to have the concept of making your English much better and to have English fluency in the conversation. Okay, first of all, if you want to have English fluency in your English conversation or communication, you must have one thing, that is you need to gather, you need to collect, you need to read lot of English vocabularies. If you have lot of vocabularies in your brain, you can use that vocabularies when you speak in front of people in English language. Okay, when you speak English, if you have so many vocabularies, you can use that vocabularies in your sentence. Okay, if you don't have so many vocabularies, if you don't read a lot of words, you cannot use that words when you speak English, because when you are speaking in English about some matters, some subject, you must need to explain that subject using different kinds of words. For that, you need to have the ideas of English vocabularies. Okay, number second, if you have ideas, if you have read a lot of English vocabularies words, after that, you must have the right way to pronounce the words. I mean, you need to have the idea of correct pronunciation. If you don't pronounce the words in appropriate way, listener will not understand what you want to say. I mean, if you mispronounce the words, listener will not get to the point what you are saying. For example, if you say gonna sing a beautiful song in front of you, if you don't have the idea of pronouncing words in the correct pronunciation, words correctly, and then the listener will not understand. Okay, that's why if you speak English, you need to pronounce the word correctly. If you pronounce the word correctly in an appropriate way, then listener will understand your views or opinions. For that, you have to learn the pronunciation of English word. You can use English dictionary, you can use Google, so many applications which will help you to learn how to pronounce the words correctly. For example, if you say, I want to dance on the stage, you have to understand, you have to learn first how to say, I want to dance on the stage. If you have the idea of pronouncing those words correctly, your listener will understand you what you are saying. Okay. Number three, after knowing how to pronounce the words, you must know how to make a sentence. In Nepali, there is different way, different sentence structure in Nepali. For example, ma bhat khanchu. If you say this sentence, ma as a subject comes in the beginning, bhat as an object comes after subject, and at the end, khanchu as a verb comes. This is SOV sentence structure. But in English, there is different sentence structure. You have to use SVO structure. For example, I eat rice. I as a subject comes in the beginning, like Nepali structure, but after subject there comes bhab. I eat. Eat as a verb comes after subject, and rise as an object comes at the end of the sentence. In English, there is SVO sentence structure. And if you know how to make a sentence in SVO structure in English, then you can make sentence on your own. Whenever you speak English in front of people on the stage, in the mass, you can use this SVO structure and you can make so many sentences and you can speak English by using those sentences anywhere, any places. Okay, after that, number four, after knowing how to make sentence in English, you need to have the confidence. Confidence plays a vital role in making conversation better and understandable. If you communicate with people with having confidence, you can speak English fluently. Okay, if you don't have that confidence or courage to speak English while you are making conversation with friends, then you cannot speak properly. You cannot use appropriate words. You cannot make appropriate sentence while communicating with people. So that if you have confidence, only then you can use the proper sentences, you can use appropriate vocabularies to explain the subject on what you are talking about. So that confidence is the most important things that plays the vital role in making your English much better or to have the English fluency. Okay. Okay. Number five. Okay. Another one. After having the confidence, after having the confidence, you must have simplicity. Simplicity means so many people want to make the language complicated. That's not good. They have misbelief. They think if I use difficult English words, people will appreciate me. They will appreciate my language. But this is not good. This is not good. You have to use a simple words to make your conversation much more understandable or to make your English conversation much better. You have to use a very simple English words, a simple sentence, because your listener may be of different group. Your listener, your audience might be of different level. That's why to cover up different level of audience or listener, you have to speak a simple sentence. In that you have to use a simple vocabularies. Okay, your aim is to express your views or opinions or to make your audience understand your opinions, not to make your language complicated, difficult. That's why, guys, always use simple, very, very simple words and use that simple words in a simple sentence and explain your subject by using the simple words and simple sentence. Only then your listener or audience will understand what you are saying. Well, and then you will be a successful speaker. Okay. Thank you very much. If you like my videos, thank you very much, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, comment it, and share it to another friends so that other friends will also understand and learn how to make English language much better and how to add fluency to the English language.